Across there is the fur farm. But a typical farm like that will have hundreds of foxes in small cages. There are around 500 or 600 fur farms in Finland. They kill around 2 million animals every year. I work for an animal rights organization called Oikeutta, eläimille, Justice for Animals. Tonight our plan is to visit the fur farm.
We can't jump over here.
Document the conditions there and try to show people how animals suffer on Finnish fur farms. This is going to be a 1 hour drive from here. Our plan is to approach from here. We'll have someone look out from the road to see if the owner comes, or if somebody comes, we might have to leave. The biggest difficulty here is the snow, maybe. It can be pretty deep, and there's a small river that we might have to jump over.
In this area, there's like fur farms everywhere. Like there's a fur farm here. Another fur farm. It's basically hard to find a place on the map where there isn't one. It's very concentrated here.
Finland is in a situation where the animal welfare legislation is very, very old. It's from 1996. Even if the majority of the people in Finland are in favor of a ban, the politicians have failed the animals.
The farm is here. Previously, when this farm has been visited, they've had hugely obese animals suffering from painful eye infections, deformed legs, all sorts of problems. We have a kind of a long walk from here. When we get closer, we need to switch off lights and use the night vision to get closer. There's about 1 kilometer left to walk. It's quite heavy because of the snow, but walking in the snow is really nothing compared to what the animals have to go through in the farm.
I think it's impossible.
I mean, we can't jump over here.
No, you need to go down and...
No, but this is like a lot of snow. You should go that way. It wasn't a good idea.
It was.
Now you can see where there's water.
Okay, that's good.
I think you can go until there.
That's good.
Oh shit, yeah. Got it.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to switch off the lights now. They're getting a bit closer so that they don't see us coming if they're there.
So we're not just waiting for them to check out that there's no people there. Yeah, we can walk. We're putting on the protective single-use overalls to prevent any diseases from being transmitted. In Denmark, COVID-19 virus was found on dozens of mink farms. It was mutating there. The local authorities found that a mutation had been transmitted to people. When we put animals in cruel conditions, we risk our own health too. There's animals in there. These are probably female Arctic foxes. These animals have been selected by their size. The bigger the pelt is, the more money the farmer gets when he sells it. In the nature, an Arctic fox will weigh something from like up to 5 kilos, and on fur farms they can be 4 or 5 times. Arctic foxes are animals of the northern Arctic vast snow-covered land, and they have been known to walk thousands of kilometers during one winter, and here they don't have any space to follow any of their natural behavioral needs. Very difficult for them to move. The skin of the animal is folding around its face and turning above its eyes, so that the hair in its skin rubs the eye. They are killed by anal electrocution, so a metal prod is inserted into the rectum of the animal and another in its mouth, and it's given electrocution until it dies. I think death is the best part of the lives of these animals, just living in this cage where the animal, as you can see, there is nothing to do. This little piece of bone there is everything that is given to this animal as environmental enrichment, and this is simply not enough for a wild carnivore animal. Every time I come to a place like this, I would want to save the animals. You cannot free them, you cannot set them free, because they would just die. They are not capable of living in the wild. And I find that it's a better help for the animals if I can use my camera to document their lives here and hopefully help bring an end to this cruel trade. These are some of the photos that we took, and they show that the animals are really obese. You can see this infection in the eyes in some of these. We will publish the footage. We are collecting names for a European Citizens Initiative demanding a ban on fur farming and the sales and imports of fur to the European Union. Walking in a forest like this, it's very difficult to imagine that thousands of animals are suffering just around the corner. The vast majority of the fur that is produced here in Finland is used in collars and trims, and even in the top of your hat. It is sold mainly to China, Russia, but also to some European countries. If an initiative is able to collect more than 1 million names during a period of 1 year, the initiative will be considered by the European Parliament, and they have to give an answer to this demand. An initiative called End the Cage Age has already been successful, and it is being implemented into European legislation. However, this initiative didn't include fur animals, even though fur animals are kept in cages. So this is why we are now collecting names for this Fur-Free Europe Citizens Initiative, in the hopes that also fur farms will be banned in the European Union level.